What up, gang?
Hey, guys.
We heading back into another video with
one.
Germany. We've only done one with Germany so far, and I was getting introduced to desserts.
The breads?
Yep. Now we are going into why Walmart failed over there. Yeah.
How much you want to bet? I feel like it's because it's like, I could be wrong, but don't cover me. It's a lot of processed stuff in Walmart, I feel.
Yeah, but their grocery department is not as big. I mean, it depends on what Walmart we're talking about here. Are we talking
That's
about
what I'm
the
saying. Like,
grocery
I feel like they
Walmart
have
or the
so
one
much
that's
stuff
combined?
from the United States there. Because you know how, like, because it's Walmart, it carries stuff that's in every Walmart. So it probably had too much of our stuff there, and they're like, we don't want this.
Could be. But if you new, hit that subscribe.
Walmart is a $400 billion retail juggernaut that's become a multinational empire and the world's largest company by revenue. But even empires can fail, and there's one country in particular that Walmart failed spectacularly in, and that country was Germany. Walmart entered the German market in 1997 with an aggressive series of investments and big hopes of expanding its global presence.
But
The company bought 2 existing German retail chains to gain an overnight presence in the country. But after struggling for nearly a decade, Walmart announced its exit from the German market in 2006 and sold its 85 German stores at a $1 billion loss. So what went wrong for the massive retailer in Germany? There are a lot of reasons for why Walmart ended up failing in Germany, but the number one factor in all of them is that Walmart failed to adapt its business strategy to the unique aspects of the German market and culture.
Exactly what you said. I think it's going to be like probably the food. So if we go to the food side, part of it, it's probably going to be all our stuff we put in our foods and all that. They probably don't want that in Germany. I don't know what far as like clothing.
maybe clothing, yeah. But then again, I don't know. The clothing could be hard, though. I don't know, because
But I think it's just like
some Walmarts don't have clothing in it. It could have been a neighborhood Walmart. So
that's what I'm saying. Depends on. But I think they're talking about like an absolute.
But I could see the clothing too. I
But
could
the
see
neighborhood
that.
Walmart, they didn't come till later, so I'm pretty sure they speaking on.
Oh yeah, 1997 too.
They probably
That's
speaking
when
on.
it came, and then a decade later.
So they probably speaking more or less on the full Walmarts.
Walmart thought that it could take the same approach in Germany as it did in the US, and the results were disastrous, with a Walmart spokeswoman later saying, quote, "It is a good important lesson, a turning point. Germany was a good example of that naivety. We literally bought the 2 chains and said, hey, we are in Germany, isn't this great?" End quote. As an example of this failure to adapt, when Walmart entered the German market, it began attempting to use its tried and true business tactic of offering the lowest prices in order to undercut the competition and gain market share. But Walmart had severely underestimated its German competition when it began to take this approach. The discount retail market is full of stiff competition in Germany because there were many strong established brands like Aldi and Lidl that Germans were already familiar with.
Yeah.
See, if I'm being honest, I love Aldi's or Aldi. Sorry, I love Aldi.
Dang.
Like, I love that store. It's like, it brings me so much nostalgia because, back in the day, my mom used to shop at a place called Save a Lot, and it kind of gives me the same thing as Aldi's, and it's just like, if you know, you know. But that
I forgot.
was from
I don't know
there.
why that didn't click in my brain when we said Germany. I forgot Aldi is from Germany. I forgot.
Okay, well, I was kind of right, you know.
I forgot they had that competition. But we just got our first Aldi came in 20.
It was pretty late.
Yeah, I want to say we got our first one back in maybe 2014, 2015. Yeah, it was around like 2015 because our son was maybe like barely born when we first got ours because we started
He
going.
was
Remember?
like, yeah, no, he was like one-ish,
Yeah,
two-ish,
so
yeah.
it was about 2015, 2016. And then we got a second one. We just got our second one that's closer to our
A couple
house.
of years ago, yeah.
And we shopped there a lot, so
I love that store.
yeah, it's a good store.
These businesses had already built customer loyalty and entrenched themselves in the
And they are
German market,
cheaper.
which
They are
made it
cheaper.
incredibly difficult for Walmart to come in as an outsider and take market share from these successful businesses. And when Walmart tried to undercut these businesses on prices, they fought back and lowered prices themselves.
Oh,
This ended up creating a pricing war, which the German government was not happy about. Germany's government accused Walmart of inciting a price war, in which it illegally sold products below their wholesale costs.
Dang.
This led the German government to intervene in order to prevent Walmart and other big chains from using these tactics that would drive smaller stores out of business.
So now that makes me think they have those rules over there. Like if you pay undercut the price and they're under their wholesale price, have they been doing that in America? Undercutting
Pretty sure.
everybody out, where it's like, no, you're not gonna win because America probably don't got those stiff laws to be like, oh yeah, no, we allow you to do it. Go ahead and sell your
That's
stuff under.
crazy. Ah, damn.
And the German government would force Walmart to raise many of its prices.
To raise.
This effectively ruined Walmart's strategy of pricing their competition out and forced them to compete for market share in Germany using other factors. Another major reason Walmart failed in Germany is that it insisted on imposing its corporate culture and practices in Germany, and these practices did not translate well to the country. At their best, these practices did not resonate with German customers, and at their worst, they actively hurt Walmart's reputation in the country. A large part of this mistake came from the fact that Walmart initially hired American executives to manage its German business, instead of hiring German executives who would have had a better understanding of the market and what German customers actually wanted.
That was them.
This would lead to many poor business decisions, like Walmart trying to sell packaged meat in their stores, when many Germans like to buy meat from the butcher. Walmart's employee policies surrounding customer service also were weird and off-putting to German customers. For example, the so-called 10-foot rule is one of Walmart's approaches to customer service. Sam Walton would famously encourage associates to take a pledge saying, "I solemnly promise and declare that every customer that comes within 10 feet of me, I will smile, look them in the eye, greet them, and ask if I can help them." But the problem is that this is not what Germans wanted Walmart employees to do at all. In fact, they thought this behavior was extremely strange and off-putting. So when Walmart was requiring its German sales clerks to smile at customers, this was actually making many customers very uncomfortable because it's not normal in German culture to smile at strangers.
That's funny.
You can imagine walking out.
Like, why are you so happy? Like, that's weird.
Yeah,
So now we noted that in Germany, you don't just smile to smile. Like, there has...
I need to find that gif.
What?
It's one we always use. It's the old man and the way he smiled. That's the immediately what came to my brain. Like how the smile looked. Like bro, why are you smiling like that? You gonna see when if I find it.
Yeah, I'm like, which one?
Wow, it's always when you want to look for it, you can't never.
Yeah, because I'm like, what are you talking about?
You've sent it to me before.
I'm like, I don't know.
Watch, I might end up seeing it when I'm not even thinking about it. But this is the way he gritted, like he's smiling. You like smile, but you're not really smiling. It's like an old man like that. And he like kind of smiling. Yeah, I had to.
And unfortunately for Walmart, all it takes is one bad experience for a customer to not want to come back to a store. Walmart also has a company tradition where it has its employees start the workday with a Walmart cheer, like this one you can see a digital Sam Walton doing at the Walmart Museum.
What?
And yes, I know what you're thinking. The Walmart Museum is a real thing. Check this out.
What?
Give me a W. W. Give me an A. A. Give me an L. L. Give me a squiggly. Squiggly. Give me an M. M. Give me an A. A. Give me an R. R. Give me a T. T. What's that spell? Walmart.
That's...
You see what's in there. Old people. Ain't nobody going to this. Why do I need to go to Walmart Museum?
That's not where my mind went when you asked that question.
I was looking at the crowd. That was appealing to, because I know our
It's the
generation
fact
ain't
that
going.
they have a mascot. That is beyond me.
You couldn't pay me to go in there to do the Walmart
It's a
cheer.
museum.
You couldn't pay me to go in there to do the Walmart cheer.
At least they know how to spell Walmart.
I'm still amused by people who are in here.
I want to say something, but I don't want to say it because people are going to get offensive, so I just didn't want to say it. But I did not. I thought that was someone else in that box. I thought that was someone else.
The Walmart mascot. It's just a lot. It's a lot going
I
on.
literally just said that.
I know, but it's a lot going on and such little going on. But it's a lot going on.
He was
Number one.
The customer always.
Now, having employees cheer like this could easily be considered weird by many people in the United
Right.
States to begin with. But this type of company practice was even weirder in German culture, which
Right.
is more
And
formal
they
by
didn't even like to
nature.
smile, so I could bet.
Walmart
I could see it.
eventually stopped doing this in Germany because it did not translate well. But the damage to their reputation had already been done. As the secretary of a German union put it, people found these things strange. Germans just don't behave that way.
think
And
anybody
speaking
does.
of
Nobody
labor
champions
unions, Walmart consistently ran into issues with German labor unions as well. In Germany, labor unions are more ingrained in the country's culture, and companies and unions are more accustomed to having to work together. But Walmart never was able to get on good footing with German labor unions, and this was a recurring source of conflict for Walmart in Germany. In addition, Walmart tried to enforce an ethics code on its employees, including restrictions on things like workplace relationships, and they were asking employees to report violations of this ethics code to management. But in German culture, this was seen as an extreme invasion of employees' personal
Exactly.
privacy. And because of this, large parts of Walmart's ethics code were struck down by Germany's government and found to violate German employment laws. So after nearly a decade of Walmart making missteps like this and failing to gain market share in Germany, Walmart finally surrendered in 2006 and sold its 85 stores at a loss to one of its German retail competitors named Metro. Walmart said in its statement announcing the sale that, quote, "As we focus our efforts on where we can
Yeah,
have the
couldn't
greatest
survive.
impact on our growth
They
and
got
return
kicked
on
out.
investment strategies,
Play it
They
off.
literally
it
got
has
kicked
become
out.
increasingly clear
That's
that in
crazy.
Germany's business environment, it would be difficult for us to obtain the scale and results we desire. This sale positions us to increase our focus on the markets where we can achieve our objectives." End quote. As that statement makes very clear, Walmart had severely underestimated the businesses it was competing
That's
with in Germany
crazy.
and had failed to adapt in the ways necessary for it to succeed in that market. Walmart's failure in Germany is a textbook example about the importance of adapting to different business environments. Just because a business strategy is incredibly successful in one market does not mean that it will work in the next. In fact, that same exact strategy could turn into a financial disaster with huge losses when applied in a new market, which is a painful lesson that Walmart learned the hard way in Germany.
That's kind of sad, if I'm being honest. That's kind
No,
of
no,
sad.
it ain't, because I'm glad that Walmart got what they got. That
But
company make
I
that
just
family
feel
makes so much
like-
money.
I just feel like, I mean, you couldn't expect it. Like, did y'all not do y'all research before going
No,
over there?
Walmart
you
is
know?
all
Like,
about coming in there and just
all
sticking it
these
to
was
them.
there first. You know, that's just crazy to know that they got kicked out though. Y'all went there and got kicked out like that?
I never worked for Walmart. We go on Walmart, but the crazy part is I've always known about them being greedy. What always turned me off about Walmart is them being greedy. How they play their employees, like no wages whatsoever, and then they make them work like dogs. Like Walmart always had a bad rep when it comes to just employment and being there and how they handle their stuff. So that was always a turn off for me. So I just knew anything with them coming sticking their nose in something, they gonna try to bully you up out of there.
Still shop there though.
Yeah, but working there, yeah, no.
It just sucks. Like that's just crazy.
And then it's like now they just revamped ours. So all Walmart had, maybe, let's say before they did the first remodel, we probably had maybe what? Let's just say maybe 8 self checkout lines. Then they remodeled, and from what I was told by an employee, it was like $1 million investment, more than that probably. They have like 20 now self checkouts.
But they're not all open. That's
Not
what
even
sucks.
all open, once again. So it was supposed to benefit the people because they only have 2 employees working as always, and 1 million people in line. So then they invested their money into more self-checkouts. Now they are talking about eliminating the self-checkouts and going back to where they started and opening up more registers. But yet you're going to have 2 employees at the registers. Like our Walmart always got 2 employees.
But if I'm being honest, we used to love Target, but I feel like Target's becoming the same way. Every time we go to Target, there's literally only 2
I don't get
registers open.
And I think
There's only
that's
2 registers open, and then like there is self checkout, but I think because there's only 2 registers open and long lines, people rather sit for the self checkout.
And then another thing I've noticed too, the self-checkout line is now becoming lower items. Before it used to be like 20 items,
Yeah,
15,
now it's 10.
10,
No, it's 10.
only 5 in a minute. But
I used to be a cashier and self checkout. I used to be like,
But I think that's why that's why these businesses stay rich, because they know the minimum they need out as workers out there to pay, how many workers they need out there on the floor. And that's why they stay the way they are, because they know if they had them registers open, you cashing out them employees, plus it'll make it smoother, honestly.
I definitely think so too. It'd be less packed.
Yeah, people rolling out.
But now when you have to wait like 30 minutes.
But they probably
it's
feel like when it's downtime, oh, you just got people standing around. Oh, well. Oh well.
Damned if you do, damned if you
But this
don't.
was crazy to react to. This is crazy to see. Like,
So, question also, like, since people in Germany, or at least in this part of Germany, I don't know if it's the whole Germany. So, what do you guys shop? Like, what's your guys' Walmart or Target? Like, what is your guys' store called? Because I genuinely want to know. Because I'm curious. Huh?
it's a good question.
Thanks.
You know, it's a good question. But as always, thank y'all for tuning in with this. As always, see y'all on the next one.